So when you read the word and there's the Bible, that's dead. Okay? Now it's not quite said that way with scrolls, but yeah, they're dead. And the Quran is dead, but it's not because of the Quran's name and what it means. The Quran doesn't go in the same category as scrolls and Bibles. Quran has something to do with the women, but that physical thing, it's dead, dust. The woman is the life. She's the first messenger. So when you're going through life, she actually is the living life. The living word is the covenant guard to her. So when you are walking with Christ, like, woman, what do I have to do with you? That's the Virgin Mary, right? That's his mother. So when he gets baptized and that he covers every woman, that's why it's at the wedding. Baptized means obey the command. You die to yourself, you don't lie. You choose God every time, and you keep the command. If you're confused, retreat to the command. Okay? I don't know if y'all know that, but that's the pillar that you retreat to, and you wait so that your shoes are off and feet are washed. It's shoes off as a father, feet washed as you're coming out as a son, because you've been probably sinning, stepping on women. At Moses, it's a father used to be in the wilderness. Jesus walks on water because he never stepped on a woman. Ever. That's the first law. Coming out of mother and never in heart, mind, or soul thinking you're better than her. Right? Well, that's Christ. The only two I know that did not, that have ever done that, is Jesus Christ and John the Baptist. I should probably say John the Baptist there first, but I could get away with saying Jesus and John, or John and Jesus. And the reason I can do that is because John said himself, he that comes after me was before me. Right? So when the invisible word comes down, or when the invisible word is there, let there be, that's Christ as the living word of God that goes before to cover all light, or to cover the light. The light is the woman, but the true light is Christ. And the reason it's said that way is because if you're going to inquisition it, he's going to cut the way through. And the man goes before the woman. So when you eat a Bible, or when you're reading the word in the Bible, it's dead. Because the person that wrote it is dead. Right? They're gone. They passed. They gone up. So when you're reading the Bible, that's not the living word. She would be the living word if you're going to do it like that, because she's living. She's the Ancient of Days. That's also why it's rude to ask a woman's age. Rude means root, and any that cut your roots are rude. When he says everything you do must bear in the vine, in my vine, in me, he's covering every daughter. That's the word of God. Let there be light. So you got to remember your mamas. Well, that's why hell is a couch with nothing there but just you and a ghost of your mom, because you boasted up and rose in pride. Well, you can't even make your own mother. Why are you going to rival God? Right? And so at the scroll, it's roll out. But that's not a woman. And the reason it's roll is because it's smooth. Right? And when you read scrolls, you got to hold, like, it takes a lot of attention. You can't just flip pages. When Bibles came out, books, and that's what Bible means, biblios, book, you can jump through moment to moment. Well, that was like what the internet and stuff done for us. You see? Imagine scrolls, how you have to get through information. Well, that's why they're like women. You better slow down and remember what it is. Well, she's rolled up. Because when you roll a scroll out, it rolls up. When you open a book, it closes. But I don't know, there's some kind of cut division there. So, but with the woman, the reason it rolls up is because every bit of her goes to heaven. Right? All women go to heaven, or are from heaven. They never really left. The man has to be reborn here. That means he did fall from heaven. Right? The man has to be reborn, not the woman. Well, I can't say not the woman, because God gave the woman to the man. And that's why it's not said like that. But the rebirth is at the man. But if God gave the woman to the man, and the man doesn't get reborn, you understand? I hope you do. Because as a man, he's going to want the answer. And if you're not thinking it's about the answer, then why do you talk? And when Christ folds up the handkerchief, and that's what's left in the tomb, that is where the man is right angled. Okay? She's spherical. So when the heavens are rolled up, you go to heaven. When he folds it up, that's the man leading all them to heaven. So these are things that you learn on your walk. Jesus walks on water because he's the one of two that I know ever that him and John are the only ones that fulfilled the first law. The mothers. They're the only ones that never challenged a woman. Because if you're challenging a woman, if you're fighting with a woman, you're not with God. How we miss this is our pride. Straight up. I missed it. Everybody I know missed it. All over the world, no woman has ever been challenged by a man of God. Look and see. See how you're trying to find one? There's not one. Because she has to be a perfect holy work. That's why all prophets die before Jerusalem. At Jerusalem. Yeah, at Jerusalem before the gate. They get slaughtered defending the women. Christ is the only one that fulfilled that law, or he's the offering of sin sacrifice to prove that if any, that when we mess up, if there's doubt, he covers that. What they don't recognize, what men aren't recognizing, is that when you go to Christ, he's a pilgrimage reset. Because you thought you were good enough to go on. And when you get Christ, you cover every daughter. And before the covering of daughters at the wedding, you keep the 10 Commandments. You come to the truth. And before that, you turn to dust. So you come out of the mother, turn to dust. That's why it's Son of Man. But she's handmaid of the Lord. Son of Man means man did fall. But she never really left heaven. So I hope that helps you. Anyways, God bless.